This is export sales here for Thursday, August 7th. Really interesting day today in the export sales world. Coming out this morning, first off with corn, the big deal today. Old crop sales starting off there pretty minimal, 6.7 million bushels. Not really anything unexpected there. Just a few weeks left in the marketing year for that, so any sales that are positive right now are considered a good thing. At this point, I'd say exports need to be raised at least probably 50 million next week, with likelihood it probably needs to go further than that, but we'll wait and see what comes out here next Tuesday. However, the big story, new crop sales on corn came in at a staggering 124.5 million bushels. Uh, Definitely above expectations there by a solid amount, and new crop exports looking really, really strong. Total sales right now up to 464 million bushels at this time compared to 230 last year. So right now, this is the second highest sales we've had at this point ever on record. So corn doing really good things here. Hopefully that trend can continue with some more reported sales here this morning. So flicking over to the soy complex, pretty solid sales there as well this week. Old crop beans had sales of 17.2 million bushels, which that's really surprising this late in the marketing year that there's that many beans still being sent out and sold. So good to see, but at the same time, gonna have to see the shipments continue to pick up to get all those beans out the door. Moving over to the new crop side of things, sales were solid at 20 million bushel. New crop sales still lacking and pretty low on a year in and year out perspective. Still 34 million bushel behind last year at this time. Meal sales were pretty solid on old crop and within expectations on new crop at 112,000 tons. Oil sales also came in right in at expectations, 7,000 tons, which is exactly the expected pace needed for oil. So just doing exactly what needs to be done there. Then finishing out here with wheat. Wheat, like corn, really strong week coming in export sales, 27.1 million bushel. Just pretty sharply above expectations there as well. That was the best number we've seen in wheat in the first 9 weeks of the marketing year there. So really off to a good start. Report coming on Tuesday. I could see wheat exports maybe being taken up, but this early in the marketing year, I wouldn't be shocked to see USDA take a wait and see approach too. That's kind of their consistent one that they like to stick with, is until the number needs to be changed, don't. So corn and beans doing really good things here, and beans starting to pick up the slack as well. So good overall numbers, and the market reflected it here today. But that is it for export sales here on Thursday, August 7th.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is or is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.